I'm in Bini. There's supposed to be ruins of a fortress, ancient fortress here in Bini. I'm gonna hike up this hill, see if I could find it. There's a little church over there. There's supposed to be 3 old churches here in Bini. As you can see, Bini is located in a small, very narrow valley. That down there is the Haratstan River. You can see actually now how beautiful Armenia is. I parked my car because I'm not allowed to drive off-road. See it down there at Silver Kia. That's my rental. Okay, it's fine. Let's start the hike to Bini. And see what it all has to offer. Okay, I'm at Bini Fortress now. It was a very difficult climb for me. For all of you out there who have heart conditions, please try to visit sites, locations where you can drive to. Climbing uphill for 1 kilometer or 1.5 kilometers is not good. So let's take a look, see what we can find here. Bini Castle was built on the top of a ridge about 700 BC. The exact date is not known. It's the first time it was mentioned in records of some kind. It could be much older. It was passed on from one royal family to another until the Seljuks attacked and destroyed it in the 12th century. Wonder how long it took them to finally breach the walls. Because if you see where the castle is located, you know how difficult it must have been. The remnants of the fortress wall, the ramparts, they're about 120 meters long. And please be careful when exploring. Route here, the walking ways, the paths are not very pedestrian friendly. They are very slippery. Do you think at a site like this would make, they would build some safe trails. I guess this is not a site that foreigners often visit. Oh, I put some huge rocks down as the fundament, and then smaller rocks to build the actual walls. This hand rug gets very hot in the sun. There's an old man down there. I guess he's about 10 or maybe 15 years older than I am. I guess he's used to climbing around these hills. And he's most probably healthier than I am. But I'm having my difficulties. My pulse keeps going up to 180 or maybe 200. So I have to sit down and rest and wait for my pulse to go back down. But I'm sitting here at the base of the wall. And it seems to be like a pretty massive structure. If you think it is, they built it 1,400 years ago, or maybe even before then, they knew what they were doing. Because each row of stones, well, almost, seems to be perfectly level. When you look at the size of the stones, you know, they had to be used to lifting some very heavy blocks. Because I'm sure each block weighs maybe 30 kilos, maybe 50 kilos. They look very heavy. So, a very kind old man to ask me how I am, if I'm alright. I guess that's what he asked. But he looked very concerned. So now I will continue on my tour. So, the trail leads along the base of this almost vertical wall. Wonder what they used for cement. Probably limestone dust, caulk, and water mixture. That is supposedly much stronger, more durable than cement. So, guess we're going towards the secret passage, which probably isn't that secret anymore, because there's a big sign pointing in the proper direction. It won't have many layers. And a nice little view over the town of Bini. I guess this is the secret passage. But you can't really see much. No one's allowed to take it, I think. It's not very stable. I guess they're afraid it will cave in. But it was nice and cool in there. Okay, so how do I get back to the top? Did I miss something? So, let's enjoy the magnificent view. That should be the palace, or remains of the palace, maybe the church. Let's see when I get up there. Fortress walls. Beautiful view of the Hradčin Valley and Bini. That church will be my next stop, if I can drive there. Wonder how and what altitude this fortress was built. So it could be also the thin air that's causing me problems. Looks like there remains of some structure, maybe an inner wall. So I'm at actually the first of 3 churches here in Bini, but that one little church, you could see from the Bini castle. I will not be going there. I would have to walk uphill, and that's just a little too much for me today. I only saw half of the Bini castle, actually just the fortress walls. I didn't go up top to see the ruins up top because it was just, I think it would have been too much. So let's go inside this church. I hope it's open. Okay, so I'm at the monastery of Bini, Church of Holy Mother of God, established in 1031. So this church is about 1,200 years old. It was built by G. Palavuni, which was a royal family that one time owned Bini Castle. But apparently it's closed after. Monasteries in Armenia are often fortified, which is why you see the remains of the wall fortifications here. I guess more buildings of the old monastery were over there. You can see remains, rubble, ruins of the old monastery. See, I think that little chapel was added later. I think it was about 1200 AD. It appears as if the church is closed, which kind of surprises me, because churches in Armenia are usually always open. Oh. Looks like it needs to be renovated. Let's try the main entrance. What if? Closed? I don't understand. Yeah, appears the church is closed today. It appears as if the church is closed, so maybe go on to the next one. This actually is a bit of a surprise. Because, like I said, churches are normally open.